Yeah. Let's do it. Back in the building. September, October 20th, 2025. Media Marcus, live and direct. I'm your guy, Media Marcus, here on the stream. It is the Media Marcus Show, October 20th, 2025. We had a couple NFL games today. One is on right now, still halftime right now. We had a team advance to the World Series. We got a team in the Detroit Lions got the win. We'll talk about that and a major injury in the NFL. What else we going to talk? I'm talking a little Michael Jordan on this here Media Market stream. So we're going to talk that and a lot of things happening in media, especially with black actors, black films. So I want to talk about that here today as well as we're here at Media Markets, October 20th, 2025. I'm your guy, Media Markets. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me see the score of that game. Sure, I got that. Well, first of all, before we get into football, the Toronto Blue Jays advanced to the World Series. First time since 1993. The Blue Jays are now headed to the World Series. They will face the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers going for yet another championship under this regime. So, but yes, the Toronto Blue Jays get it done versus the Seattle Mariners. They win 4-3. Big George Springer home run, 3-run home run to get over the hump. And this team is heading back to the World Series, the Toronto Blue Jays, first time since 1993, and it was good to see. It was very good to see. I love when I was about to call them little league, but minor teams that are not in major markets, kind of take that step and get over the hump. Obviously, they have to win 4 more games versus that Dodgers team, so we'll see what they do from there. But I mean, they got to congratulate themselves. It is Toronto versus Los Angeles. That will be the World Series, and some people are saying Drake versus Kendrick. I am not, but I did find that pretty funny. But yes, the Toronto Blue Jays are advancing to the 2025 World Series, where they will face the Los Angeles Dodgers. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to the fans of Toronto. First time since 1993. So we're going to see what they work out there. And yeah, so World Series coming up. So we're going to be tuned in for that. When I say tuned in, lightly tuned in. But I'll give the updates for here for sure. Media Markets, October 20th, 2025. And yeah, that's happening in the MLB. Blue Jays advance to the World Series. They'll face the Dodgers in the World Series, best of 7. All right. We had 2 football games around the NFL tonight. One of the football games is the Detroit Lions. They defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24-9 in Detroit. Lions cover the 6-point spread. And yeah, I mean, the Lions look really impressive today. Defensively, they had lost a lot of their players, especially in the defensive backfield. And their entire starting defensive backfield from week 1, not there. We know Brian Branch had a suspension recently, so he was not playing in this game. Kirby Joseph was out. A couple of others, Armstead, Teron Arnold, rather, he was out as well. So Detroit had a lot of things going on in their backfield, defensive backfield, yet they were still favored by 6 points. And Dan Campbell does it again. I mean, this is a guy who, his team shows up and they show up prepared. Offensively, they look like they got back in their groove. Last week, they had some things that just didn't go their way. But this week, they got back off the schneid and they got the W at home. And it was an impressive win against this Tampa Bay Bucks offense. Tampa Bay struggled most of the game, especially offensively. I mean, Baker Mayfield, he ended up throwing for 228 yards, but Rashad White only 38 yards on the ground. But I think the biggest story from that game was actually the Mike Evans injury. Mike Evans left this game injured, looks like a broken collarbone, and he's expected to miss a long period of time, at least a couple of months. And it looks like, well, I mean, I think we can say now that this streak will be broken. Mike Evans is a wide receiver who's gone over 1,000 yards every single year of his career. But yes, it looks like the streak for that will be over the 1,000 yards for Mike Evans as he sustained a collarbone injury in his first game back from the hamstring injury. And it looks like he'll be out at least till about mid-December. So Mike Evans, injury. Get well soon. But yes, it looks like that streak will be over for the 1,000 yards each year, and eventually it had to be over. But you never want it to be the year to be over. But Mike Evans, get well soon. That Tampa Bay offense, I think Chris Godwin is going to come back. And Buka, he looked. I mean, he was hurt. He played today despite being hurt, but I think he'll get a little healthier. And Baker Mayfield and the squad, they'll get it together. But yeah, they take the L tonight. Detroit Lions, 24-9. Detroit covers the spread as well, and Detroit's heading to the bye week. So good win there for Detroit. Houston and who is Houston playing right now? Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is up right now, 14-6. Houston has looked bad. I mean, I'm on Houston currently. They look bad, but I mean, I've been pretty bad at betting this weekend. It's just that simple. Very unprofessional of me. But I mean, you can't win every week, and I have won 6 weeks in a row, all in the green. And this week, not so much. Kawhi is laughing at me, but it's part of the game. I understand it. But yes, the Texans right now down 14-6 at halftime. They look bad offensively. They got a couple breaks. It feels like this game should be 23-0, 23-3 maybe. Yet it's 14-6, one possession game. So we'll see if the Texans can continue to hang around, make a big play or two, and try to take this game home. I'm just hoping they cover the spread. But so that is the latest in sports. We talked Blue Jays advancing to the World Series. Lions get the home win before the bye week. And the Texans right now struggling offensively versus the Seattle Seahawks. And Seattle, they're trying to get this win down because they just lost. The Mariners did versus the Blue Jays as the Blue Jays advance to the World Series. So that's the latest there. But I got some basketball news, right? And we're talking about the GOAT. I know my guy Tim Duncan's behind me, but I'm talking about Michael Jordan here. All right, Michael Jordan. We know the NBA starts back tomorrow, kicking off another season. NBA, it will be on NBC on Peacock, however that works. They're not paying me enough to really, I don't know, pronounce it. But yes, it'll be on NBC, Peacock, however you get the basketball. But yes, Michael Jordan, we know recently came out, Michael Jordan will be a part of the NBA on NBC's broadcast. We just didn't know in what fashion. But it looks like Michael Jordan's role as a special contributor, this is Michael Jordan I'm talking about. Michael Jordan's role as a special contributor for the NBA on NBC will feature a segment titled MJ Insights to Excellence, an interview segment between Mike Tirico and Michael Jordan. So, I mean, well, first of all, it seems like a recession indicator. You got Michael Jordan out here working for a network. But I'm excited. I'm excited to hear it and listen to it. I want to see how it's going to go because we know Michael Jordan ain't no pushover. You can't just. I mean, you can't just tell Michael Jordan what to do. I feel like he tells people what he wants to do. So we'll see how that works. But I'm excited to see that Michael Jordan, really. I mean, he's sort of like a myth, right? I mean, we talk about one of the greatest basketball player ever to play in the game, and Michael Jordan he will have a special contributor role with NBA on NBC. Will feature a segment MJ Insights to Excellence with him and Mike Tirico. So I'm excited to see that MJ. I mean, we know what he's done. We know the accomplishments: 6 championships, all the All Stars, scoring titles, Defensive Player of the Year, MVPs, all of that. But I'm just excited to see how he sees the game from these other players playing it. And I know he has to know that every player isn't him, right? That's not how the NBA, that's not how basketball or the world works. So I'm excited to see how he talks about the game where it is now, and sort of maybe the certain players he likes, and he probably won't talk about the ones he dislikes. But I definitely just want to see kind of that banter. Michael Jordan is cinema himself, so we gotta check that out for sure. So I'm excited to see about that. A couple of things as we get into a media portion. Sinners, the movie, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan. Obviously, they came out this past April. It is heading back to theaters. It'll be back in theaters in IMAX October 31st for Halloween. So we'll see that back in the theaters. Maybe they'll generate some more revenue for this movie. It is heading back in the theaters. Sinners 2025. Great movie. Everyone's talked about Sinners since it came out in April, and now it is headed back to the theaters for Halloween. So you can check that out in your local theaters, and especially if you haven't seen it in person yet, I would definitely recommend that. But yeah, Sinners is headed back to the theater for a Halloween release on IMAX, and yeah, check that out if you haven't, or check it out again. Check it out again. A lot of people love that movie. So Sinners headed back to the theaters, and I think we should head back as well. But Begonia, I told y'all about Begonia. That's also coming out on Halloween. So don't go just see Sinners. Let's go see Begonia as well. I think that's gonna be a big movie. I predicted that this will win an Academy Award. So Sinners is obviously back in the theater and going to take some eyes away from that. But I still think the people that matter will appreciate Begonia when it comes out. So I'm excited to see that movie when it comes out. I'm just giving a prediction. I haven't seen the movie yet. Just a prediction that this will be an Academy Award winner, certainly nominated. So we'll see about that. All right, what else we got in the news? We got Taraji P. Henson, man. Taraji P. Henson will continue to talk entertainment news. Um, but yes, Taraji P. Henson continues to do great things. My Southeast DC sister, God bless her. Taraji P. Henson inks 2-film deal with Netflix, expanding partnership through TPH Entertainment, Taraji P. Henson Entertainment. So Taraji inks a 2-film deal with Netflix, and we know Netflix cut them checks, man. We saw what she just did with the Tyler Perry movie, and just like, and she's in another Tyler Perry movie as well. The next Why Did I Get Married feature? But I mean, Taraji's doing great things. Inks a new 2-year deal with Netflix. Continues to just build under her Taraji P. Henson Entertainment brand, and you gotta love to see it, man. Sister from Southeast DC continues to level up in Hollywood while she remains herself. And Taraji P. Henson continues to do great things. She inks a two film deal. I want to say 2-year. Taraji P. Henson inks a 2-film deal with Netflix under her Taraji P. Henson Entertainment. So, I love that for her, and we're going to see what movies come out of that. We're definitely going to keep our ear close to the streets and see what movies come from Taraji P. Henson as she inks a 2-film deal with Netflix, expanding her partnership through TPH Entertainment, Taraji P. Henson. So congratulations to her, sister, DMV sister. What else we got? Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo. Looks like he will join Wicked for good. So that is the new movie that's coming out. And I'm like, I thought they already like did it. It's coming out November 21st, so another month from now. But Coleman Domingo joins Wicked for good to voice the Cowardly Lion. So he will play in an audio fashion in this movie. He will be the voice of the Cowardly Lion. That is Coleman Domingo. Such great work over the years. And, another little bag of him real quick. Nothing much, real quick. Little drop in the hat. Do some voiceover work. Get back to business. But congratulations to him. Congratulations to Taraji as well. Taraji P. Henson, and she inks a 2-film deal with Netflix under her Taraji P. Henson Entertainment label. All right, let's get out of here on this note. Supreme Court, I saw this, and it made me. I gotta find this clip so I gotta use it as a drop, but it says like racist, something like racist. All right, Supreme Court will consider whether people who regularly smoke marijuana can legally own guns. The Supreme Court will consider whether people who regularly smoke marijuana can legally own guns. Is it crack cocaine you talking about? Are you talking about crack cocaine? Or are you talking about marijuana? The drug that you guys legalized in all of these states, all over the country for so long. Now the Supreme Court is going to say, well, you guys actually can't own guns to protect yourself. A right, an amendment right. Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Is this a controlled substance that we're talking about? When we talk about marijuana, the Supreme Court is going to rule on whether people who smoke marijuana can legally own guns. Is that not one of the amendments that you can legally own a gun to protect yourself? And now you're saying that after we've pretty much legalized marijuana in all of these states, you can take it on a plane, you can take it in your car, you could smoke in your home, smoke outside of your home, etc., etc. You can go in a dispensary and buy marijuana. Oh, but you can't have a gun now. You cannot legally own a gun, which will make people have illegal guns, which will lead to more incarceration, and it just feels like racism. I don't like it. I'm very taken back by it, and it definitely should be talked about. But yes, Supreme Court will decide if people who regularly smoke marijuana can own guns or not. After dispensaries have been open all across the country, after the legalization has been all across the country, you can fly with marijuana, no problem. You can drive with marijuana, no problem. But yeah, you can't own a gun to protect yourself in this crazy, crazy world. What are we coming to? But yes, that is it for me here. Media Marcus. Had to get out that rant. Media Marcus show. October 20th, 2025 is 11:57 p.m. Close to midnight. I'm going to get out of here, finish watching this Texans and the Seattle Seahawks game. Hopefully I win a bet. But it's been that bad of a weekend that I do not expect to. So we're just going to get out of here. A losing weekend, it looks like. But we'll be back next week, and we're going to fix what we got wrong this week. But yes, I'm your guy, Media Marcus. October 20th, 2025. Appreciate you all for listening. Appreciate you all for tuning in. And I will see you soon. Cheers.